1. What is Kotlin? Answer: Kotlin is a statically typed programming language developed by JetBrains. It runs on the Java virtual machine and can be used to develop Android applications, server-side applications, and more. Kotlin is designed to be fully interoperable with Java. 2. What are the key features of Kotlin? Answer: concise syntax, null safety, extension functions, coroutines for asynchronous programming, smart casts, interoperability with Java data classes, sealed classes. 3. How do you declare a variable in Kotlin? Answer: you can declare a variable using val for read-only variables and var for mutable variables. Kotlin val immutable var, and equals 10 var mutable var, and equals 24. What is a data class in Kotlin? Answer: a data class is a class that is primarily used to hold data. It automatically provides equals, hash code, to string, and copy methods. Example: Kotlin data class user 5. What is a higher-order function? Answer: a higher-order function is a function that takes another function as a parameter or returns a function. Example: Kotlin fun operate on numbers -int return operation 6. Explain the concept of null safety in Kotlin. Answer: Kotlin provides built-in null safety features to eliminate null pointer exceptions. You can declare a variable as nullable by appending a Kotlin var name string equals null. You can use safe calls and the Elvis operator to handle nulls safely. 7. What are extension functions? Answer: extension functions allow you to add new functionality to existing classes without modifying their source code. Example: Kotlin fun string.add exclamation equals this plus exclamation point. 8. How do you define a sealed class? Answer: a sealed class restricts class inheritance to a limited set of types. This is useful for representing restricted hierarchies. Example: Kotlin sealed class result data class success, result data class error, result 9. What are coroutines in Kotlin? Answer: coroutines are a way to handle asynchronous programming in a more readable and efficient manner. They allow you to write asynchronous code in a sequential style, using suspend functions to pause and resume execution. 10. How do you create a singleton in Kotlin? Answer: you can create a singleton using the object keyword, Kotlin object singleton fun do something 11. What is the purpose of the companion object? Answer: a companion object is an object that is tied to a class and can hold static members. It can be accessed without creating an instance of the class. Kotlin class myClass companion object const val constant equals 4212. Explain the use of the late init modifier. Answer: the late init modifier is used for variables that cannot be initialized during declaration but will be initialized before their first usage. It can only be used with var and non-null types. Kotlin late init var name string 13. What is the difference between equals and equals in Kotlin? Answer: in Kotlin, equals checks for structural equality, while equals checks for referential equality. 14. How do you handle exceptions in Kotlin? Answer: you can handle exceptions using try-catch blocks. Kotlin try code that may throw an exception catch handle exception 15. What are lambda expressions? Answer: lambda expressions are anonymous functions that can be treated as values. They can take parameters and return values. Example: Kotlin val add equals 16. How do you create a list in Kotlin? Answer: you can create a list using list of for an immutable list or mutable list of for a mutable list. Kotlin val immutable list equals list of val mutable list equals mutable list of 17. What are inline functions? Answer: inline functions are functions that the compiler will replace with their body during the call site, improving performance by reducing overhead from function calls. They are defined with the inline keyword, Kotlin inline fun inline function -unit, block 18. What is the difference between var and val? Answer: var declares a mutable variable, while val declares a read-only variable. 19. How do you define a generic class in Kotlin? Answer: you can define a generic class using angle brackets, Kotlin class box 20. Explain the concept of type alias. Answer: type alias allows you to create an alternative name for an existing type, making your code more readable. Kotlin type alias string list equals list 21. What is the when expression? Answer: the when expression is a more powerful replacement for the switch statement in other languages. It can be used as an expression returning a value, Kotlin when 1-12-2 else unknown 22. How do you implement an interface in Kotlin? Answer: you can implement an interface using the symbol. Example: Kotlin interface myInterface fun do something class myClass, myInterface override fun do something println 23. What are the different visibility modifiers in Kotlin? Answer: Kotlin has 4 visibility modifiers: public, visible everywhere; private, visible only within the class or file; protected, visible within the class and subclasses; internal, visible within the same module. 24. What is destructuring in Kotlin? Answer: destructuring allows you to unpack an object into separate variables. It requires the component functions defined in the class. Example: Kotlin data class pointVal equals pointX equals 10, Y equals 2025. How do you create a custom exception in Kotlin? Answer: you can create a custom exception by extending the exception class, Kotlin class myCustomException. Exception. These questions cover a wide range of topics in Kotlin and should be helpful for preparing for an interview.